I was at the beach at sunset recently, enjoying the solitude, the cooling air, the softening light, surfers gliding over the sparkling Pacific, when what we used to call a holy roller shuffled up with a Jesus pamphlet in hand. In my 20s, I would have dismissed him reflexively. These days, I pause to listen. That day, I learned something too. The details of his life were familiar: a deeply troubled and violent past, a life transformed at a Christian revival. In his telling, he was born again and saved in one miraculous evening. And it was more than his beliefs that shifted inside a West Texas tent that evening. It was the entire trajectory of his life that changed. After listening to his story as the light faded over the beach, I shared how my own journey was different, more like a novel where the mystery unfolds page by page rather than a whodunit revealed in the last chapter. "Born again gradually," he said skeptically. "You're either born again or you're not, right? It happens or it doesn't, and when it does, you're changed. You know it and you show it." He gave numerous examples from his own life to illustrate his point. Bad habits abandoned, words and deeds washed clean, improper thoughts stilled. The result of Jesus entering his life. In Matthew 11, Jesus promises this kind of transformation. He said, "Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." I knew that my path to Jesus had been different from his, but these days I try not to argue with fellow believers. If I disagree with someone's understanding of Scripture, I try to remember that they probably mean well, and I trust God to change any heart that needs it, including my own. We parted warmly, but his story lingered. What he described was a profound transformation. How does my life stack up, I wondered? Am I born again too? Am I saved? Suffice it to say that his path seemed, by his telling at least, a bit straighter and narrower than my own. Eventually, a simple reflection about language, maybe even grammar, helped settle my mind and spirit. The idea of being exists in the present moment, being born again, being saved. It's not only a moment in the past. It can begin in a single evening, I'm sure, like my born-again friend. But the miracle of our faith continues from that moment to this one. Later, I gained more insight when our church discussed another miracle, the healing of the man born blind. In this story, Jesus mixes his spit with a handful of dirt to bring sight to a man born blind. In the message, our pastor drew a distinction between being cured and being healed, which I believe are both elements of our faith. A cure focuses on the elimination of symptoms, like antibiotics for an infection. A blind man gaining sight. It is a tangible, often rapid outcome, like what was testified to by my beach friend. Healing takes longer. It is ongoing. It focuses on becoming whole, an emotional and spiritual transformation, a step-by-step process of repair. Why is this important? Because even if we have not experienced a single miraculous born-again moment that can be marked on a calendar, or if we keep making the same mistakes over and over, it does not mean that God is absent from our lives. When we feel the quiet pull of God's magnetic field drawing us close, He is at work, and we are being born again. The song pairing is healing. It can happen in a church, in a tent, or at the beach, one miraculous moment at a time. Until next time, stay safe, be brave, and keep walking in the light.